Hey everybody, coming to you from Starkey Farmstead. It's raining in southeast Louisiana again. Look at this. Fogged up wet glasses. Look at my clothes. Guys, my boots are covered in mud up to the calves. Whew. I have makeup running down my face. My eyes are burning. I've been out here 45 minutes now in the rain. Okay, in the rain. This is homesteading. I know a lot of you like to flip the channels. And all you see are the beautiful days. You don't see somebody going across 2 acres with a wheelbarrow that is filled with black soldier larvae fly and frass to dump into the chicken coop while it is dropping an inch rain in 15 minutes. It is thundering. Your dogs, because you know my German Shepherd is afraid of the rain, are hiding from you. So you're like all alone doing this single. You can't see because your glasses look like this. You're wearing a raincoat makes you look like a mass murderer, so I'm sure my neighbor's got a big kick out of that. He's sitting on his porch. Hey, Mr. Doug. It's probably like, look at this crazy woman doing it again. Like, I think this man probably documents what I do just so he can laugh. Because, guys, I'm like hilarious. So I'm pushing this wheelbarrow around the pond, which everybody knows my water pours into the pond like a waterfall when it rains. Because that's how my property is set up. So I'm pushing through all that water. I'm slugging away. Pushing. Now I'm going uphill because my property is on an incline. So now I'm pushing uphill through the water in my muddy boots. And I can't see. And I'm soaking wet. My eyes are burning. My raincoat is too long because it's really my husband's. So it's wrapping around my feet. I'm like every other step. I'm like tripping on this 6 foot long raincoat. Get across the gravel part of the driveway. And I trip on the raincoat. I hit a hole that's kind of deep. I'm kind of glad it's there. So now I got to fill that with sand. The wheelbarrow sticks. I slam myself into the wheelbarrow and I hit my shin. Oh, it hurts. Oh, it hurt, y'all. What? I couldn't even move for a minute and then I got mad. I'm like, okay, you got jokes. I got things I've got to do. So I finished going around my daughter's RV where she lives and she works into the fence where Hammer lives when he's not with me. And where the chickens have their run, into the coop that is probably 8 inches of nothing but mud at this point. And I am pushing the wheelbarrow as it sinks through the mud into the coop to dump food for the chickens. Guys, this is the reality of homesteading. But immediately prior to that, I was arm deep in the chicken coop on the backside where I gather eggs. Not in actually, the fenced in area. I'm on the back of the coop where I can lift up the house and get their eggs. And I'm pulling out the baby chicks that the mother decided weren't gonna make it. And she let them die or they died already. It is stinking, our flies buzzing around me. I'm pulling out eggs that she abandoned and I'm throwing them into the woods behind me. And I look up and somebody's coming down the road with their dog. Well, I love animals, right? All breeds. Like, I think animals are amazing. They each have a unique thing that they could be doing and I love it. And so I look out there and I'm like, whoa, wait a second. My German Shepherd, my Dachshund pop off. Like, they are angry. Like, whoa, dude, who are you? What are you doing bringing this dog on? It's a female pit bull. She wasn't growling. She wasn't barking. But mine were. So now I'm in arm deep in the coop with nasty, dead, funky stuff all over my gloves. Flies in my face. It's beginning to rain. I'm building the story up for you guys so you can really understand what it is to farmstead and homestead. And now I realize my dogs are freaking out. So I look up and I see somebody walking and I'm like, stop! Right? I'm doing my whole teacher stop voice. And I'm like, dude, do not bring that dog on this property. My dog's still on my property, which is why we trained the property lines. I tell you this all the time. I'm commanding my boys back to kennel. Neither one really want to do it. They are uncomfortable, but guess what? Thank you, Jesus. My dogs are trained. They kennel. Here's the thing most people don't realize about Sam. I don't lock my dogs in their kennel, okay? I simply put them in it and I slide the door shut, which if you guys have seen any of my shorts, my German Shepherd just nose is open when I call. I do that for 2 reasons. I do that because with the door shut, it gives the appearance that you can now come on my property with safety. I do that for a second reason. You so much as make me blink twice I either clap, stomp, or scream, and you got 2 dogs coming after you with everything that they have in them. Okay? My safety is paramount. My animal safety, paramount. You having the right to walk your dog onto somebody's private property is not paramount to me. So now the dog's off the property. My dogs are kenneled, but can still get out. And we have a conversation, this person leaves. So now the rain is really coming down. I've had to stop what I was doing to handle something I didn't feel like handling, and then work for the next 45 minutes in the rain to realize I came to make this video to show you guys what it really looks like to homestead. Because it doesn't matter what the weather is. Your animals must be cared for, all right? They come first, guys. They must be fed. They must be watered. I had to catch the mom, the hen, first. Then I had to get my daughter to stop working from home to stand outside the coop to keep the little 2-day-old babies from going through the coop into the yard, right? She had to stand there with her little hands against the fence, so like this, so the babies couldn't go through the fence, and I could scoop them all up, put them in my shirt, put them into the new area that we have set up for mothers and babies, like my mother grow out area. I had to go get food for the babies, water for the babies, hay, so now mom can, get up off the wet ground, because I mean, we got 2.5 inches of rain yesterday. I guarantee we're gonna get 2.5 or more again today. It's 5 inches in 48 hours. I mean, come on. Rains a lot in Louisiana. I mean, like, there's a reason why we jokingly refer to crawfish as mud bugs, for you that aren't from Louisiana. That's why we call them that, because they make mud huts out the ground. I mean, this is just, we're a wet state. This is part of it. I know some of you are homesteading and farmsteading in places like Pennsylvania, Washington State, Maine. Your weather is totally different. My hat is off to you, because I don't think I would survive in 4 or 5 feet of snow trying to slog through that to feed animals. I'll take the rain. I will take the rain. I'll take the humidity. I will take the heat. Because even with the stinking rain, guys, it is so humid out here. So here's what you can't see. Part of this is water. Part of this is sweat. Like, how does that even work? Right? Like, I'm sitting out here with sweat beating up and running down my face, yet I'm completely soaking wet. Craziness. Now, here's the other thing. People don't understand why I'm in 100-degree weather in the humidity wearing long sleeves. You obviously have never farmed in Louisiana. Okay, so this is the concept behind that. As I sweat and I drench this cotton t-shirt, I trap the moisture to my body and I lower my core temperature, right? And I also protect my sun from my skin from Louisiana sun. Like, that is very, very important. You better know what your environment is, and you better learn how to work in that environment to what's gonna be best for your body, all right? So I didn't want this video to go that long, because my dad asked me, how do you have so much content? Like, you put out videos every day. This was my response. Starkey Farmstead has that much content, Dad, because we live this lifestyle. Every day. Guys, I could set up cameras on my property for 24-hour live feed, and y'all would sit in your houses and roll over laughing. It's every day. I'm slogging through the mud. I'm playing in the hay. I am running from the mouse. I am catching the chickens with a rake, like, because they're trying to run into the woods. I am chasing people's dogs off. I'm having to teach people proper dog behavior. I'm having to dispatch animals that stray dogs have killed. I'm learning how to slaughter. I'm learning how to no-till garden without fertilizers, without toxic chemicals, without machinery. I'm learning how to farm. So every single day, there are multiple videos that I feel some of you could really benefit from. Not to mention, it's just funny as heck. I mean, this is hilarious, because when I turn this off, I'm right back out in that, guys. I love it. I wouldn't change my life for anything. So if you aren't ready for the realities of homesteading or farmsteading, don't get into this with your eyes closed, guys. I'm not in the house in my warm fuzzy shoes, sitting in my bed with some hot coffee and a good book and TikTok going. All right? That's not what Sam's doing. This is what Sam is doing. So I mean, literally, you hear that? My pants are stuck to my skin, like stuck to my flipping skin. And we had children's church tonight. So I've got to get all this done in the house, finish up their lesson, take a bath, wash my hair, fix supper, be ready to be on the bus for 5 o'clock to pick our babies up in St. Helena Parish, Louisiana. And I love it. You guys have a blessed day today. Go out there and prosper and multiply, even in the rain. Even in the rain. Learn to walk on water. Extend your faith.